on our drive here, on our Uber ride here, our Uber driver was on Clubhouse. You know what Clubhouse is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's still around. That's crazy.
man, he was just talking with like 5 guys and 5 women, and they're all discussing why women cannot have guy friends because they're cheating if they have a guy friend. And like every guy, every fucking guy is like on the side of like, yeah, no, if you have a guy friend, he wants to fuck you 100% hands down. And the girls are like, of course, the typical like man and woman
You're being
argument.
controlling.
Yeah. You just must be so self-conscious.
Insecure. You're
so insecure.
Yeah.
But man, it was a heated debate, and then we got to sit and listen to the whole thing. It was very nice. He even turned and was like, "Is it okay? I'm on the phone. I'm sorry, I'm bothering you guys. I don't want to bother you."
You're like, no, keep going,
keep
dude.
going,
Can I
dude."
speak?
Yeah. I wanted to. I really wanted to chime
Hey,
in.
I'm a white guy. Here's my opinion.
That's so strange.
One guy did talk about how he shot at a girl who didn't want to have sex with him. Is that correct?
He shot at her
Yeah.
with a gun?
Yeah, and our driver was like, "Man, I want to sleep with women, but I'm not going to shoot at them." It's like I was like, "Okay, good. We're riding with the reasonable one here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And one of the women also said that she stabbed her current boyfriend.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
But they're still together. They're
this
still
guy
going
had
strong.
a low Uber rating.
He's not going for high Uber ratings.
Yeah.
He's going for, I need to get my venting out on Clubhouse today at this time.
Definitely.
I don't care who sees.
I bet like Ubers that have like a low rating are probably actually like way more fun to
It
ride
was
in.
way more
It was
fun.
very
I mean,
fun.
Yeah.
I was car sick as hell when I came in. I had to lay down and thought I was going to throw up, but way more fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would rather like have a conversation with that guy.
Because they're gonna like talk about their crazy politics probably, and the
Mhm.
reason they have a low score is probably because they're based.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just maybe a little crazy.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting with a little crazy. I'd rather
I'd
sit with a
rather.
little crazy. Yeah.
I'd rather that.
absolutely. As long as you're a good driver. If you're like crazy and you're like, "Hey, want to see a trick?" You're like doing donuts.
You ever heard about the ice wall?
The earth is flat, so I can spin circles around it. Let's go.
Look up the firmament.
Yeah, dude.
Surrounded by water.
I'm going to take you right off the edge.
Look up the firmament.
The Earth is a Taurus.
Hey, it might be true. They're saying because rainbows have that curve in it.
Yeah.
Because of firmament.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
What is the firmament? Should we get into it right now?
Let's get into it.
Let's
Yeah,
get
I
into
want
it.
to
What
talk
it is
about it,
exactly.
dude. I know all about the
Yeah,
firmament.
you probably know
Yeah.
more, Byron.
Firmament is the barrier
Yeah.
above, so it
Oh.
holds in all the stars.
Is it
all
like a screen that's
air.
projecting to
Nothing can pass it.
Oh.
It is kind of like a screen. There's theories that the moon is like projected onto the firmament.
from below, like from
Yeah.
humans, and we're
Maybe
projecting
from
onto it.
humans or maybe from outside the
Aliens.
firmament. Because some people think that like we're actually kind of in like an aquarium or like we're like pets.
I mean,
Like
that's
we're like
true.
an ant colony.
That's
you
just
know.
true of the relationship between people and government. I mean,
Yeah.
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 we are.
Slaves.
But
Yeah.
like they say that like every spaceship that goes up into space, the reason why we haven't gone to Mars or anything is because like and the moon landing's fake is because we keep hitting the firmament and exploding.
Damn.
Yeah.
Moon's fake as fuck, man.
Damn.
If you look
The
at
moon's
how-
gay. The moon's
is
gay.
gay.
The moon's non-binary. Binary.
Binary. Have
But
you heard that
if-
before? Have we done that before?
No, and I don't like it.
Is that you?
I was
You
called
mean
Byron. Is your name Byron because you're bi?
Oh,
That's
you
how I was
probably
bullied
I
in
see.
high
That's kind
school.
of gay.
By Elise.
Are you non-binary?
She was fat though, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not
a little
non-binary. No.
All right, fine.
Like, my name's Byron. I am binary. Why would I be non-binary?
Exactly.
Let me make sure this is recording over here.
But if you look at how bright the moon is, and you look at the moon landing, how
Yeah.
like dull and gray it was on the screen, and then it's like a fucking LED light this bright in my face. It's a fucking moon, and then the next
Yeah.
day it's orange.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck off with that shit. I don't buy it.
yeah.
Hurts my eyeballs.
It's all
And
cheese.
It's probably fucking.
It's all
with the
cheese anyway.
Have you heard about the
Atmosphere.
the moon?
Spaceship.
The moon gives off a different light, a different form of light that actually like cools things.
Oh, really?
Like I've seen videos of this experiment. I've never done this myself, and it is kind of fascinating. I have no idea how true it is.
Yeah.
But people take temperature measurements of moonlight, so not shaded moonlight, just like in their yard, they take a temperature measurement, and then they go like underneath a tree. And when the sun is beating down on you and you stand underneath the tree, it's shaded, it's a little cooler, right?
Yeah.
What's weird is that the moonlight, just clear moonlight, is colder than underneath the shade.
Interesting.
It's warmer there.
I've never understood, like, well, first of all, I guess I question about the firmament. Is that what happened to the Challenger? Is that what happened to that teacher?
No, Challenger was an
That's the one with the teacher, right?
The Challenger
No,
was
Columbia. No, you're right. Yeah,
that's
Challenger
the
had the
spaceship
teacher.
that exploded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on re-entry. Yeah.
Oh, on re-entry. I thought it was on exit. Like that was the whole thing.
That is a Challenger is on exit. Columbia was on re-entry.
I'm talking about the Challenger, where kids around America sat in their classrooms and went, "There's a teacher on that flight. Get ready. This is going to be the first one," and it exploded in front of all of our eyes.
And they're like, "Yay!
Yeah.
School's out."
Yeah, I guarantee. How many kids do you think when that happened? How many kids in classrooms, just naughty little kids, went, "Yay!
Yeah! Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Whoa, cool!" And the
Dude,
teachers
probably
like,
so many.
so many.
Because probably so many didn't even realize there were humans on there.
Oh no, yeah.
No, that was a problem with O-rings.
Oh,
Yeah, O-rings.
Wait, onion rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough onion rings on the spaceship to fuel
To
it.
survive.
Yeah.
that is a problem.
No, people warned them.
Yeah.
People warned them. That's the thing. Is like they warned that some scientist warned or engineer warned NASA time and time again. It's like, you can't do it at this temperature. The O-rings are not calibrated for that. And it exploded because of the O-rings, because it was too cold.
O-rings just sounds like some sort of IUD product.
I was gonna say it sounds like like you get it at a sex shop. You want some O-rings? We got a sale on O-rings.
Yeah.
It's like what non-binary pansexuals work with in their non-ginas.
Yeah.
I have a non-gina.
I have a non-China.
That's like you're so non-binary. You don't want to be a part of the binary. You have a vagina, but you're like it's a non-gina.
It's like
It's like an absence of a
instead
vagina.
of a slit like this, it's like this. Yeah.
Like a Ken doll. I just put like an eraser over it. It's the same color as my skin.
I wonder what like alien vaginas look like. Like I wonder if it's like
Probably
an X.
awesome.
Yeah, probably
dude,
really fun to fuck.
Yeah,
That's
it probably
for sure.
feels so good, dude.
4
Man.
penises and 4 vaginas.
There was a guy
They got
that-
ticklers inside of the vagina.
Yeah.
You put it in, and then they come out and they go tickle,
like
tickle.
little feathers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like they have feathers nowhere else but inside their vagina.
It feels like those massage chairs. That,
Yeah.
like you can feel it going all up and down your back.
And then it like bites your head off.
Yeah.
It's just what the species does.
There's a guy that claims he fucked a alien
I believe.
in China. He's a Chinese guy, which I'm like, why would you fuck a Chinese dude? Fuck a good old American Southern boy like
You're
me. dude.
jealous?
Yeah,
You're
dude.
jealous of the guy that got fucked by an alien?
Yeah,
Because
why are
he's
you not
Chinese?
fucking me, dude? Yeah,
Why
he was
not me?
Chinese.
Is it because he's Chinese that you're upset, Byron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too. Damn it. If it was Japanese, I wouldn't be as upset.
Yeah. Japanese are friends now.
Yeah. That's true.
They were bad in World War II. I know
Chinaman.
we're going all over the place, but
No, that's okay.
Japanese were bad in World War II, though.
What did they do? Were they,
They,
naughty?
they disrespected the firmament.
Yeah, they fucking
Hiroshima.
killed. They were like genocidal of Chinese people,
Oh, really?
and like Unit 1971 or I don't know. There's some unit you should look up
yeah.
that was like they held these awful, atrocious experiments on Chinese people.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude.
You know who would never do anything like that?
America.
Also, Working Crass Podcast. Hello, folks. Welcome to Working Crass Podcast, the only place to get your news, your facts, and not your conspiracies, folks. We are so excited that we are in the middle of the month of mayhem. But let me introduce us first. That's Lauren.
Hello.
And I'm Joshua. Hello. And like I said, we're in the middle of the month of mayhem.
Mayhem.
Where we have a brand new guest every single episode, and this episode is no different, folks. We are very, very excited. Our guest this week is an artist and truth teller who we met performing comedy in Chicago. He's performed stand-up, improv, and he's performed at many of Byron and I's comedy shows that we produced for several years here in the city of Chicago. Today, he's a content creator you can find on Instagram at Luke_Mungo for health tips and at Mungo_333 for truths. Is that right?
Yeah, that works.
Hell yeah. I took it right out of the bio, so I was like hoping that that's right. You should also check out his YouTube page. His YouTube channel is Luke Mungo. We are very, very excited to be joined today by our personal spiritual guru, Luke. Thank you very much for joining us. And we also have Byron.
Yeah, by popular request.
Byron is our great friend, and he is a part of the trio that is Working Crass. Working Crass is not just a duo; it is a trio, and just the third person just shows up sometimes.
That's very nice.
Like
Thank
a
you.
3-way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
But
been.
there's
I mean,
four of us.
we've the three of us moved here together. That's what That's what we're doing. But we thought it would be.
Yeah, you're up there, the
Yeah,
PJ
dude.
Party Boys.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know, Lauren, I always considered you a part of BJ Party. I did.
Well,
Aw.
that's nice. But he only said that after we said that he's a part of Working Crass.
That's
What if
not
I-
true.
what-
I've said this a million times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you guys are really cool. Like when I did comedy in the last few years, have not, but you guys were the few people that I'm like. I like these guys because they're not about all this woke shit.
Yeah.
They're not like falling into that
Well, that's good.
fucking
Yeah.
virus.
That's
and
good.
then we all got a. You guys ever heard of a virus before?
I've heard of viruses. Yeah,
Heard of
I've
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
heard of
definitely
viruses.
heard of viruses, bro.
That kind of was the thing for me
Yeah.
to stop doing
Oh,
performing.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't perform much either. And, a big part of that comes from producing a show at a theater that then they wanted to implement a bunch of, hey, let's start checking people's vax cards at the door. Let's actually turn performers away who want to perform on a stage because they haven't gotten the vaccine or because they disagree with us on blank and blank. Or,
Or audience members who don't share the same political philosophy that we, the owners, do.
or people that we book on our show and then they have a problem with the acts that we book on our show because they say that armpit hair on women is gross, and then the owner of the theater gets all pissed off. She's like, armpit hair is actually beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Armpit hair is actually beautiful. So,
Yeah, you guys kept doing it. I didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the balls to do that.
but
Or
man,
it's-
you were there
moved
for
on.
a lot of that stuff. I mean, we around the time you stopped is probably very similar to around the time we cut back a lot. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we were doing those window shows and then we just kind of
Yeah.
stopped. But
Those are cool.
there was a lot of great nights where it was just like late night at that theater after the variety hour, and you
Yeah.
were there, and we
Uncle
just kind of
Tasty.
Uncle Tasty,
Yep.
Uncle Tasty,
Yep.
Vic
Yeah.
Schmidt.
Vic Schmidt,
Vic Smith.
I-
Smith.
Those are
Love
Luke's
is
alter
coming back.
egos.
yeah, hell
And now
yeah.
Mungo, the Sasquatch.
Oh man, and Mungo the Sasquatch. I like
Yeah.
that. I like
Yeah.
that. Is that it's not a character? That's just you, right?
Yeah, it's kind of who I became. I gave up Uncle Tasty.
That's the evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Mushrooms.
I.
They do
That's
something.
where it's from.
I microdose like crazy, dude.
yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
It's the most populated organism on the planet. Fungus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd all
I
be
love
dead
mushrooms,
without it.
dude. It's crazy how like what's the word? People feel about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just a crazy drug. I'm like, okay, when you trip balls on mushrooms, yeah, it's a crazy drug.
Well, people
But, like-
take it for the first time, and they're like grabbing a handful and they'll shove it all in their
Yeah.
mouth. They'll take like a whole bunch of it and then be like, "That was awful. That was the worst
Yeah,
thing." I'm like,
and then they get like scarred from it.
exactly. I'm like, dude, just chill out, do a little bit, and then you'll be okay.
And microdosing is like
amazing.
such a small amount. You
Yeah.
don't hallucinate anything.
Yeah.
And it just puts you in a great place for your day.
Sure.
I'm productive, flow state, whatever.
Yeah.
It's great. And like that is somehow me doing drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But like
Oh,
compared
but-
to like if I took a pharmaceutical drug,
Mhm.
that's normal, totally fine. I take an SSRI, whatever, I'm good to go.
yeah. You could fall asleep behind the wheel with that shit.
Yeah, and no one would fucking
Yeah.
bat an eye and be like, "Oh, you're doing something wrong." But I
Yep.
take fucking microdoses,
Well,
and it's like,
don't worry. One day,
I don't really care,
One
but-
day, mushrooms and weed, it will all be sponsored by Pfizer, and then it will be acceptable.
It'll be required.
yeah, yeah. Then
Well,
they're gonna be like, "You
they-
need."
the reason it's illegal
Mhm.
is, and same with cannabis, is because it's the antidote to propaganda and to
Mhm.
their fucking sales pitch of fear and slavery.
Now I want to get into stoned ape theory. Do y'all
Okay,
know
but
about
I
stoned ape
kind of
theory?
have I kind of disagree with you a bit because I think the marijuana or cannabis. Okay, I have a few caveats, but I think cannabis is actually good for the propaganda machine because people are so stoned that they're just like they just lay around, they don't do anything, they're docile. However, caveat: the dispensary grade marijuana is so fucking strong.
Mhm.
It's because they tinker with it.
Exactly. And I'm like, whenever if I like, it's almost like I would prefer to go back to like smoking weed from a dealer because it's just like not strong at all. It's
Or you
like
could
way
grow it
less
yourself.
intense. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Work with the earth.
Pick out the seeds and
Copper.
stems. I don't know the rest. That's the only part of the song I know.
It's like as soon as it became legal
Yeah.
here was when I started to feel like it was not doing me any good
yeah.
at all.
No, I actually do think it can probably be a pretty good tool of control. And it is pushed like crazy now. It's
Yeah.
like promoted. I mean, growing up in the 90s, it was like, don't smoke dope, kids. You'll go,
It's
you'll.
whatever makes them money.
Yeah.
You go to Montana,
Yeah.
it's illegal. And it's like billboards of don't smoke, it's bad for you. Where weed is, and then
Yeah.
you go to Washington, and it's like, do it here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you cross this imaginary line, and the only reason that it's different is because they make money off of giving you tickets and arresting you, or they make money off of you buying it from the store,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah. No, you're right.
spike up all the THC and mess up the CBD THC
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Well,
I'm lame. I don't do any substances. It's just
When you
it's not my
do,
thing.
you see walls farting at you.
yeah, when you do, you are a little
And you
bit
tell
of a-
me to take my clothes off.
Yeah, that's true. You go, there's a ghost in your clothes, Byron.
No, fire. My clothes are burning.
That's right. That's right.
This never.
Yeah.
This never happened.
absolutely
This
did
never-
happen.
this never
Yes, it
hap-
did.
This never happened.
On the record, this never happened. Unofficially.
Sounds specific enough to where it probably didn't happen.
yeah. It's too specific, so it didn't happen. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. No, that is weird. You get a little drugs in you, and then all of a sudden you want to see Byron naked. You just want to like.
She's not the first.
Okay.
You
okay.
really
It-
wanted to.
it-
And
it did. let's
if
ju-
my memory serves me correctly, you really wanted him to take his clothes off, like bad, like really bad.
Okay, it didn't happen. But
Yeah, he didn't take his clothes off. You're right.
It didn't happen. But hypothetically, let's say it did happen. It was because hypothetically, I thought his clothes were filled with toxins and poisons, and I was trying to save his
You're
life.
probably right.
You're probably right.
Polyester and rayon and all these fucking baby tissue.
And my
or whatever the
toots.
fuck it is.
Your toots?
Yeah.
You
You
fart?
got you got toxic toots.
Oh yeah, everyone does. Mine are probably
Life is
more,
safe.
but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we're swimming in toxicity, especially in this.
No, I
goddamn
haven't done
city.
it yet. I haven't done it yet here. In my apartment, yes, but not here.
Not in this room?
Not in this room.
right now. Not like today.
Well, it's been maybe a few hours.
yeah.
Since
yeah.
what?
It's been a few minutes.
Yeah.
Not
you
since we
farted?
started.
Yeah.
I don't
Definitely.
think I've
yeah.
farted in this room yet.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Apparently, you
Yet.
apparently you
Probably
fart
will.
like you fart like 60 times a day. Some people say
Yeah,
it's
I
like
fart
a lot.
man.
But like I don't. I've never like
got a
counted.
weird gut thing going on.
But
right
like
now.
I don't understand. Like I've never counted. But I'm like,
Me
no
neither.
way do I fart 60 times a day.
Yeah, that's 60s. That's a lot.
That's
I
a
would-
low,
I
that's a
would go
low
around-
number for Byron.
I would go from 10
It's
to
at least 1,000.
I would
all those mushrooms.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you probably fart as much as you swallow spiders a day, in the middle of the night. You're supposed to swallow like 10 spiders in the middle of the night. Wasn't
That's
that a thing?
bullshit. That's such bullshit.
Have you
How
never
many
heard that
spiders?
though?
I
That's-
have heard
that's
that.
a thing.
I don't think it's true.
I don't know if it's 10 or like what it is. Be careful with your feet, guys. You might step on some cowards, some
Step on
cowards.
some toes in this business.
Now, I do have a question. Luke, something that you told me once, and I've never forgotten it to this day, was you told me about the benefits of getting sunlight on your butthole and sunshine on your butthole. And ever since then, I see my cats sunbathing in the window in the mornings, and you know we don't have curtains, so the sunlight just naturally comes in, and they roll over, and their buttholes are getting plenty of sunshine.
Yeah.
All I want to do is just put my ass up to the window and just get that sunshine in. And I think you're right. I think there is something to it. There's something
it's
to it.
proven scientifically.
Yeah?
It feels great too. All you need is 30 seconds.
But it's like it's an
I did it
area
on
of
my
your body
balls
that never
today.
balls
And
everything.
penis today.
Absolutely.
I thought about doing it on my butthole. I was gonna squat over
yeah.
and do it, but I didn't do it today.
It's just the areas of your body that don't get sunlight.
I mean, we
when you
should be naked all the time. The
I-
sun is good for us. Sunscreen is fucking poison.
Finally, someone who agrees with me. I completely agree. We
Yeah.
should be naked all. As a matter of fact, this is, and I wanted to say, this is the first episode that we've had where we have 3 men on this one. Can we do like a dick measure? Can we all pull out our dicks on the table and
Yeah.
measure our dicks?
I've
That was
agreed-
Lauren's sigh.
I've agreed to no dick measuring contest until my foreskin is fully regrown. That's a long-term project that I gave up on
That's
a
great.
year and a half ago.
You know, people build devices to pull the skin
Right.
and
I
get
have
their,
them.
You do. Wow.
I have a couple.
Do you, wait. Do you have the one that's like a pulley that attaches to the bed frame and then like it pulls?
No,
That is-
I'm not gonna involve a bed. I have. There's one you put it on. I haven't even tried it on this one.
Yeah.
I have it. You put it around there, and then you blow into it, and it like blows it up. And then there's techniques where you can stretch. There's like
Oh.
cones you can like pull the skin up, put the cone on. I was
Pine
sleeping like
cones?
that for a while,
Oh.
like a silicone cone.
Now they have some too that's like a string and a weight, right? You attach a weight that
Yeah,
kind
you-
of pulls down in your pants.
You could tie it to your leg, tie it to
Yeah.
your dick.
Tie it to a car,
Yeah.
have it drive off. You know,
What?
kind of like
I guess depending on how quickly you want to get these things taken care of.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like when a kid has a loose tooth and the mom ties the string around it and then ties the other to like the door and slams the
Yeah,
door.
you might be missing the point.
Okay,
on what the
here's
goal is.
you get a Nerf gun, right? You tie it to one of the darts. You tie it to the other end. You shoot it across. And that'll pull it. No, it's got to be a gradual stretching process.
Yeah.
You can't do too much at once. You're gonna tear.
Yeah, it takes a couple of years
Yeah.
sometimes. But I was doing it for a while, and then I'm like, I have some other,
Some other obligations.
yeah,
you got other plans.
yeah. There's other stuff going on.
Can't be
but
stressed.
honestly, though, that is a long-term goal of mine to get back to that.
Get that foreskin back.
Yeah,
I
that's a pretty deep rabbit hole I've gone down. The
Wow.
whole circumcision thing.
interesting. Interesting. I like my cut dick. You don't like your cut dick?
Not when I did the research about
Yeah.
why they do it, what's the origin, what happens, the importance of our foreskin, the sexual pleasure that comes from having a foreskin, the
Yeah.
physical protection,
Yeah.
the internal trauma that takes place. I was 2 days old when it happened.
Yeah.
Some kids do
Yeah.
when they're like 5 years old, and
Yeah.
some kids remember it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really fucked up.
I heard some guy on maybe it was Kill Tony we were watching, one of the comedians. Didn't he say he got it done at like 9? He was like 9 years
God.
old,
Mm-hmm.
and then they did
it's
it.
fucking traumatizing
That
shit.
is
man.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, if you were to say any other part of the body,
Yeah.
and they were to present this option to you, like, hey, we're
Yeah.
gonna cut off part of your pinky because it's it's healthy. It's a possibility to be infected.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't do that.
Never. Yeah.
Other
No.
countries they don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And other countries they cut off part of girls' vaginas when they're born.
Yeah.
And here that's fucked up. Why would they do that? But we do it to little boys every single day.
Yeah. The same
Yeah.
people that say it's fucked up to do it to women would also sometimes, but men, it's okay.
It's gross if you don't.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's crazy in the Bible.
Yeah.
Not to
Oh
get
boy,
biblical,
here we go.
But
That's where it
Here we go,
started.
folks.
well, what's funny is that I think it was Paul, either Peter or Paul, but
Yeah.
it's in one
Let's
of the
say
New
Peter.
Testament. Yeah, probably
Yeah, probably Peter.
Probably Peter.
Probably Wiener.
But he was
Probably
like,
Peter.
he literally said in there, he's like if you're a Gentile, like you don't need to get circumcised. It's literally in there. He's like,
Yeah.
we don't need to be pushing circumcision on Gentiles. Gentiles are people that weren't Jews.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
weren't. They were like Greeks or
Yeah.
not Jewish people,
Yeah.
not Israelites, and
Yeah.
that's what we are.
Clean
I'm a
people.
Gentile.
Good people.
Good people. Yes. Yes. And
Wholesome,
yet,
wholesome, kind.
it's very common for Christians to do it.
No,
That's
very.
very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah, I mean, I think I asked my parents once. My mom was just like, "Yeah, well, everyone's doing it, so we did it. Doctor said everyone's doing it because your dad did it, his dad did it. I'm just gonna do it." But
Lauren, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm a Jew, so
she's like, "Cut them all."
Yeah.
Your dad has been to a bris, though, right? And he has some good stories about that.
yeah,
Bris?
yeah.
What is a bris?
A bris is a ceremony in Judaism where the family gets together and they invite a moil over, and that's the term for like a rabbi, or it's a guy who within like the Judaic circles, he's the guy who performs the circumcisions.
He's the snipper.
Yeah, the snipper.
Yeah. Dr. Snipper.
The schnipper and the clipper. He comes over, and they have a little ceremony. They say some prayers. He snips the tip, and then everybody eats off of some deli trays.
Does he put his mouth on there and suck the blood off?
I've heard that's a thing.
I don't know that is a
Every Jew says this. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually look into if they put their. I don't know. Do they put their mouth on? Yeah, they put the mouth on.
I'm just gonna say.
I've heard it enough times, and I've heard enough Jews act like, yeah, maybe not. No, it's a yes or no question. Do they put their mouth on the wiener or not?
Not at the ones that I know of.
Okay.
The ones that I'm familiar with, there's no teeth involved.
Teeth. I'm just talking lips.
Wait,
I'm just talking
whoa.
lips here. What are you
we're not talking about teeth. We're talking about lips.
Yeah,
No.
I'm talking tongue.
Adrenochrome.
No.
Straight from the source.
No.
Literally. That's like,
Yeah.
I mean, they call it circumcision. You call it genital mutilation.
Yeah. And you could call it adrenochrome extraction.
Yeah.
Look,
Now, didn't your
I'm-
dad say that the one he
Call
went
it a
to, the
bris.
moil with his cutter, he was like his shaken because
moil.
he's so old?
this was the guy at my cousin's, I believe. The moil was like 80 years old, and my dad said he was shaking, like had Parkinson's, like
hopped up on
crazy.
adrenochrome.
Yeah.
that dick.
I like that we're talking about this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
This is cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no. I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not.
No, I do. I'm like,
But look,
I think
No, I
people
like-
should
yeah.
stop doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm
They just do it because, it happened to me, it happened to my dad, and it's like
Yeah.
people think more about it before you just go chopping body parts off, especially that part of the body.
Yeah. I've definitely thought more about it, but I married a Jew, so I guess I'm just stuck.
Well, you can grow it back to spite
could.
you for the podcast.
I could. Mine grew back naturally.
we have
That's
Mine's growing back darker skinned.
I had a friend in high school.
You're growing a black dick?
Yeah. It's as black as this microphone is.
That sounds infected.
yeah, you might want to get that checked out.
I need to get
The foreskin is like 4 inches longer than your actual penis because it grows black.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like your penis has frostbite. You might need to get it amputated if it's black. As the microphone, too.
Yeah, I don't trust like that.
I don't trust like that.
I don't trust like that.
Oh, man. Well, since you are our personal spiritual guru, I wanted to talk to you about many people's spiritual leader, and that is the Dalai Lama. And we're late to the party on this. This happened a little while back.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about it in the podcast yet, so I wanted to know your opinion about this, because I've heard a lot of different things about this. Like, culturally, this is a normal thing for them to ask about sucking their tongue or whatever, or like something about sticking out your tongue is like a cultural, like, normal thing in India that we just don't know about, so we're like reading too much into it.
Moils biting the tips of dicks off is perfectly normal.
No, Lauren, no. And now you're admitting that they did it?
Yeah.
Before you said they don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
kidding.
weird how your story is kind of changed here.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
So we're going to watch the most reliable news source on this, and that is CNN.
Cabal News Network.
Yeah.
And, this might get taken down from YouTube afterwards because Viacom doesn't want it. Byron, the very last channel on that mixer, right above the orange light is muted. Just push that little button. There you go. Cool. Thanks.
I'm helpful.
You're very helpful. Here we go.
Llama has apologized after a video showing him kissing a young boy triggered backlash on social media. It happened at an event in northern India in February. The Dalai Lama's office says His Holiness, quote, regrets the incident.
Did they have to blur the kid? Is that
Why
necessary?
do you think they did?
That's a great question. I don't know. I actually don't. I can't tell you why they would blur
Maybe
the
some
kid.
level of respect.
Yeah.
Just
Respect
a
for
little
the
bit. I don't
victim,
know.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe the kid's real ugly and the Dalai Lama is actually the victim.
Or the kid is really hot.
And that's why he's like, suck my tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Probably because it's like child pornography if they don't blur it.
Well,
Yeah,
if he sucks
maybe.
the tongue. That's the thing. If he sucks the tongue, I totally get blurring him. But if he doesn't suck the tongue, then what? He
I
didn't
believe
do
I believe
anything.
he didn't. I believe the kid was just kind of like, and then like
I don't think he was
moves
into it
away.
or he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Or that he was going to make out with the spiritual guru.
I think he was
And
just
he was prepared. He
yeah.
was maybe a little nervous being on television in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
in
being
front of a
asked-
holy man.
Yeah.
And then, oh, here's my tongue. You have to, if you don't suck on it, you look like an asshole, you little kid. You little fucker. You're going to suck my dick later, too.
That's the Dalai Lama. And then he goes, he has that cute little laugh. He's like, and you're going to suck my dick too, fucker.
No.
Vedika Sood joins us now live from New Delhi. I think, Vedika, anybody that's read the Book of Joy with Archbishop Desmond Tutu knows that the Dalai Lama can be a joker. But I think there's no surprise that this has caused outrage, consternation all across the internet and beyond.
And severe backlash for the 14th Dalai Lama as well, Julia. People have called it outrageous. They've called it inappropriate across social media after that clip emerged Sunday evening local time here in India. I want to take you through the sequence of events, and I want to make it very clear that it's extremely disturbing for our viewers to actually watch that interaction between the minor boy and the Dalai Lama in northern.
Okay, well, she's kind of describing it like a murder scene here.
Yeah.
Now, warning for it there's graphic content. It's going to be a little disturbing for viewers. Like somebody was like mauled and like beat. I don't know. It's just like suck my tongue. I mean, it's weird. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very strange.
I mean, he's not 18. He's a little child.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Whatever the cultural norm or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Just like whatever level of brainwashing you think it's okay to fuck around with children and destroy their innocence.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, do you think he wanted? Now, what was the expectation?
I think
like,
he was expecting oral pleasure later, and he was warming the child up for the porno tape later. That was not going to be blurred for Pornhub. I think that's.
I think you're probably right, actually.
Yeah.
Do Tibetan monks are they allowed the pleasures of Pornhub, or do they have to
don't know.
renounce such things?
I would assume they have to
If
renounce
you're
it.
an actual monk, then yeah.
Do you think the Dalai Lama has watched porn?
He's probably done much worse things than watch porn.
No, wow, damn. I mean,
Well,
he is at the.
Orgies.
Now, here's another thing. I've seen things about the Dalai Lama that, like, they try to. The government is always trying to install their own Dalai Lama and not the heir to be the next Lama, the Panchen Lama or whatever it's called. And the government is always trying to like interfere and push back at the current Dalai Lama. And there's like they've always kind of been at odds. Have you heard that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
all I know is that I think it was like in the 50s or 60s, but there was a Dalai Lama who was like funded by the CIA.
Yeah.
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 He was getting like weekly or monthly paychecks from the CIA for like a lot of money.
There's some interesting stuff about the Dalai Lama because people look up to the Dalai Lama as a spiritual leader, and the government wants in on that. Like they want in on who we present to people as the spiritual leader.
And
so
they also pose in opposition to China.
they have tried to kill the like next up and coming Dalai Lama. I think they call it the Panchen Lama, and it's kind of like the Avatar. It's like they're born somewhere in the world, and there's a way of determining that they're supposed to be the next Dalai Lama. And the government has like attempted to murder that person and install their own, or to claim that the next Dalai Lama has been born. There's some interesting stories about this. You should look into this. We're not going to look at it on the podcast, though. We're going to watch CNN.
I want to listen to this woman talk.
India. Now, this incident dates back to February this year, and what we can see in the video is the boy going up to the Dalai Lama and asking for a hug. The Dalai Lama then calls him on stage, invites him on stage, and also asks him to give him a kiss on the cheek along with that hug, and the boy obliges. Moments later, you see the Dalai Lama then asking him to kiss him on his mouth. And then he brings in the boy's
The Dalai Lama's like, all right, let's play the nervous game. You ever played the nervous game? I'm going to touch you somewhere on your body, and you tell me once you start to get nervous. And when you... All right, here you go. Nervous yet? That's so dumb. Hey, let's play a little game. It's called Your Clothes Are on Fire, and you need to take them off because they smell like smoke. Oh, man.
Smoke kills my heart on, little boy.
Let's play a little game. It's called Take Your Clothes Off as Quick as Possible, Byron. I mean, little boy. I mean, who am I?
chin rather, and he kisses the boy on the mouth. Now, this is disturbing enough. And then seconds later, the Dalai Lama asks the boy to actually go ahead and also suck his tongue. This is extremely disturbing for people across social media and otherwise. It's led to a lot of backlash.
You know, the script was like, act uncomfortable, suck his tongue. To let her know, like, and then he proceeds to ask him to suck his tongue. It's like so scripted to look uncomfortable. This is just say it. He asked him to suck his tongue. He asked him to play tonsil hockey.
Like I mentioned, because of which 6 weeks after this incident, and mind you, not before, the Dalai Lama's office has now come out with a statement where they've said that the Dalai Lama regrets the incident. And I'm going to read a bit of that press statement as well. It says a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness the Dalai Lama if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family as well as his many friends across the world for the hurt his words may have caused. Interesting to note that they're talking about the words and how it may have hurt people, the words and not the actions
She didn't
that
even
you
read
see
part
in
of
that
that.
video.
She didn't read the other part of that where he says His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. It could have been just a tease. It could have been just a weird... You know old men. Old men are weird. They have like weird little jokes and they're like, okay, suck my tongue now. You know?
He's also a llama.
Also,
Those things spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny and teasy and playful when I'm a fucking creep and I fuck little boys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's done all types of weird, fucked up shit. This woman's also trying to sell a narrative.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I don't. Calling him His Holiness still too.
Yeah.
I think he's renounced his holiness.
Yeah.
That's not a holy thing to do. Is put your tongue out and have a little boy suck on it in front of a crowd of people.
I agree. I completely agree. I mean, he likes holes. And that's the way he's His Holiness.
Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. His Holiness. He's got a lot of holes, and he loves the holes that he has.
Yeah.
His words may have caused. Interesting to note that they're talking about the words and how it may have hurt people, the words and not the actions that you see in that video. That's been the only reaction we've got yet.
Wait. Not the actions. He didn't take an action. He used words. He asked to suck it. He didn't.
His action was asking to suck the tongue.
But those are words.
But then he did suck his tongue.
No, he
No,
didn't
he
suck his
didn't.
tongue.
There's another video of them
Oh, really?
kissing.
And they're going hard?
Yeah, there's another. I don't know if it's a different video, but
Yeah.
he sticks his tongue out, and then kind of the boy goes in for it, or he pulls
That
it in,
was-
and they're
that was
kissing.
that was when he asks him. He sticks his tongue out. And
Did he ask him though, or did he say? Did he just like, here, my tongue's out?
no, he in the video he says, "Suck my tongue," and the kid is like,
Say that again? In the video, he says, what?
"Suck my tongue."
Suck my tongue.
Yeah, but are you gonna say no?
Yeah, to the Dalai
That's a
Lama?
lot of fucking pressure.
To a spiritual
the
leader?
The kid did. He was just like,
Yeah, but there's a video of tongue sucking taking place.
Is there? Damn.
Maybe this is a different video.
Do I need to go to Pornhub for the other one? This is crazy though.
I'm still confused.
You're still. What are you confused
What are you
about?
confused about?
Well, I asked it much nicer. I was genuinely wanted to know why you're
I
confused.
don't even know how he talks.
What do you mean? The Dalai Lama?
Yeah.
I mean, he talks like
What
you do.
language?
Oh, good question.
Well, he
In-
was speaking English in that video.
In the video, he spoke English. He does speak English. He does. He's. I've seen interviews with him where he speaks English.
That's crazy.
But doesn't he normally speak Indian?
I think he speaks many languages. I'm assuming he speaks probably a Tibetan language or a Tibetan dialect. He
Yeah.
probably speaks Chinese of some dialect. I think he probably also speaks an Indian dialect. He probably speaks a bunch of different languages.
He's a man of many tongues.
Yeah.
Many boys' tongues. There's a video of him. He sticks his tongue out, and then a little boy, and they kiss. and
Yeah?
it's blurred out.
Let's see.
That's
here.
what I saw. That's what I thought this was referring to.
I thought so too. I thought that's this whole thing. Dalai Lama tongue suck video. Jesus.
Oh no.
He
I
he
don't know if I want to
apologizes.
see this. I don't know if I want to play this.
Yeah, he blurs it out.
Let's see here. Maybe this is it here.
See, there it is.
You're
I mean,
not-
they
Well,
got pretty
no,
close.
he-
That's
he-
just a kiss, though, right?
He kissed the boy
Let's see.
first.
Let's see here.
Just like a.
Hold on.
Where is he?
Let this whole. What do you mean? Where is he? What is the question here?
The llama.
Okay, I see what's happening here. Byron just asked. Byron asked a little bit earlier.
Bestiality.
Let's
Child
break this
porn.
down for anybody who might have been confused. So earlier, Byron asked, I don't understand. How does he talk?" And then we all started genuinely trying to answer that question, not realizing he still thinks it's a llama. That's the bit.
That's
You guys,
the bit.
that's the bit
That's
that's
the
happening
bit.
here.
That's
You've
the
been
bit.
doing that for like 20
Yeah, you've been
minutes,
doing it
just
for a
being
while.
Quiet over
We
there.
just didn't catch that second time. This time, though, when it shows up and he goes, "Where is he? I don't see him." That's what got me going. Oh wait, Byron's looking for a llama. So this man, Byron, let me explain this to you. This man is a llama.
Oh.
Now I'm more confused.
And why are these two
Where's
fuck
his hair?
faces wearing diapers on their faces next to him?
Oh yeah.
They already got all their fucking tongue sucking in, I guess.
Yeah, they got their
Yeah. They're guarding. It's not. They're
for their
not.
own protection.
They're not
wanna
masks.
Yeah.
They
molest any
are
little boys.
shields. They're tongue shields.
their tongue shields.
They know he's tongue.
Yeah.
They know he's
horny,
gonna
dude.
come after them.
I don't trust any of these.
Give me your
fuckers.
tongue.
Now, okay, which one would be weirder? Him asking
llama?
the kid to suck his tongue, or him asking to suck the kid's tongue? Which one's weird?
This is the last one.
Him asking to suck the kid's tongue?
Yeah. fuck
That's
yeah.
weirder. What do you think?
What was the first option?
So, which one is weirder? Them sucking each other? Okay, the kid sucking the Dalai Lama's tongue, or the Dalai Lama sucking the kid's tongue? 'Cause those are two different things.
I don't know. This is
You
weird.
said sucking the kid's tongue is weirder, and I agree. I actually think sucking the kid's tongue is a little weirder.
Well, okay, but hold on a second. I mean, humans
Yeah.
are are like a higher intelligence species.
Yes.
So I kind of feel like it's taking
Yeah.
advantage of an animal if it sucks the llama's
If
tongue.
the kid sucks the llama's
It's
tongue.
Exactly.
weirder if the llama asks to suck the tongue because llamas generally don't speak.
That is weird, and that's why we should clarify. It's not a llama.
But a kid is also a baby goat. So a llama asking to
God
suck
damn
the
it.
tongue of a
This
kid.
is so far
I don't
gone.
know if those species tend to interact together
What's right?
a lot.
I think that's fine then.
Yeah. What, a little goat kissing a little llama?
Yeah, dude, that sounds cute.
Wait, this story the whole time has been about a little goat and a little llama kissing? I don't have a problem with it.
I applaud it.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. So he tells him to give him a kiss, and that's pretty normal for the Dalai Lama. They all do kiss, like they kiss. And then he shows him his tongue, and the kid moves away.
And then they cut away, right?
And then they
away.
put their heads together.
Yeah, they didn't
And then
show
this
it.
is a TikTok of a lady talking about it.
I
so
saw
they didn't
the
show it.
video where he sticks his tongue out and the kid goes in. He kind of gets pulled in.
Well, maybe you got the uncut
Really?
video.
Yeah, you got the uncut
I
one.
did
man.
get the uncut one.
You're very into uncut things.
Yeah, I'd prefer that. I want the
good.
real shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking Hollywood pedo phonies out here.
That is crazy, though. I mean, I'm not gonna, jump into the Dalai Lama's defense. I mean, he's a llama.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, he can't
He
defend
can't
himself.
throw a
He
llama
doesn't
in
have
jail.
elbows
Yeah,
or
exactly.
hands to defend himself.
Absolutely. Now, do you? So he's supposed to be. Now, what is this supposed to teach about spirituality? What can we learn about this? That's what I want to know.
Probably that he's a clone, and they have many different clones pretending to be him, and this is all just part of the narrative of destroying these people that have been looked at
Yeah.
as holy people, so that people will realize, oh, I've been worshiping a pedophile. Maybe I should look within and realize that Luke is the spiritual guru that we've all been waiting for, like you guys.
Is Luke
That's
the
true.
llama?
That's true.
I'm secretly a llama.
That's true.
Goat.
That's why we should all suck your tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying that.
Well, and hey, and I'm not necessarily objecting. Stick it out. Let's get that thing in my mouth.
But there's going to be more people in his position,
Yeah.
people like that are going to come out as pedophiles or whatever it is. And there's a lot of actors, Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ, is speaking out a lot about Hollywood pedophiles, and is going to continue to be this kind of stuff as the fall of humanity.
Do you think the
continues.
Dalai Lama went to Epstein Island ever?
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably, right?
Well, so you're kind of saying that this llama isn't the real llama?
He's probably a clone llama. Yeah.
Okay,
Probably
so
got a lot of them.
the real llama
Let's
is
get
holy.
on. Okay, this llama is a man. Okay, do you understand? Do you know what the
heard
Dalai
that
Lama
he's
is?
non-binary.
He's got a non-gina.
And he's
Yeah.
He's like,
He-
suck my non-gina.
He's like, I invented the non-gina.
Look, listen here. First of all,
When one renounces the material world, one becomes one with one's non-gina.
Exactly. You go up in the mountains and
Okay, but you're
Figure it out.
spelling it wrong, Josh.
no, okay. This is what I'm trying to point out to you is that if he was a llama,
like have two L's.
like Emperor's New Groove Llama, it would be 2 L's, okay? This is the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama is a title given by the Tibetan people to the foremost spiritual leader of the Gelug, which is the newest
Just
of the
do me a
four-
favor, just so I'm completely clear that it's not a llama. I want you to search Dalai Lama spelled with LL. And
Dalai.
Not like that.
Lama.
No.
I'm just writing what you told me to write here. The Dalai Lama Waffle Master. What the fuck is this?
That's his true identity.
Wow. the
Llama.
Dalai Lama. Yeah, that's a picture
I'm
of a
telling
llama.
you, dude.
That's a llama. That looks like something else.
You know what? That's a cute little
That looks
name
like
for a shop.
something.
Wait, what does this?
That looks like something.
That looks
Dalai
like.
Lama would like.
Yeah, you're right. The Dalai Lama or the Dalai Lama?
You know what I'm talking about.
I
I don't need to
don't.
clarify.
I actually don't know what any of us are talking about anymore at this point. We have to sit here and explain that the Dalai Lama isn't a llama. All right, cool. Let's move on because we do have a lot of other great stories here.
What's in your mail?
Dude, lots of notifications from OnlyFans. The Dalai Lama's OnlyFans. We could probably watch this one pretty quickly here. This is great.
H-E-B.
H-E-B in Texas. Have you ever been to Texas, Luke?
Yeah. I
Where'd
got
you go?
some family down there.
Really?
Where at?
Where?
Texarkana.
Nice.
That's on the border.
It's on the border between Texas
Arkansas.
and
Yeah, Texas and Arkansas. Texarkana.
so
Is there any llamas?
There are llamas.
straddling the border.
we're all I mean, I was born and raised in Texas. Were you born in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was born in Dallas.
And you were born in Atlanta? No.
No.
You weren't born in Georgia?
I was born in Texas.
You were born in Texas, but you
Yeah.
moved to Georgia for a bit.
Yeah, when I was an adult.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Where were you born in Texas?
I think Arlington.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I was actually born in Arlington as well. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Arlington Memorial.
Hell yeah. Wait, that's somewhere else. Really? Arlington Memorial Hospital.
Memorial? Is that a country now?
Arlington Memorial is like a different thing.
By
though.
Missouri.
There is another. There's a
Mississippi.
That's in
seminary.
Washington, right?
There's a seminary. There's a cemetery.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, this is in Texas. In Texas, there's a grocery store called HEB. There's also a bunch of HEBs.
But I actually really don't know where I was born. I don't know if that's true.
Oh.
Maybe I wasn't born there.
Then why'd you say any of that?
How are
I've never
you
seen my
talking
birth
right now?
certificate, dude. I don't even think I have my birth certificate. It might be in there.
Are you? Oh, it might. you might have your birth certificate.
In there, yeah. In the closet.
Can we show it on camera?
I mean, you know me. I don't care, but
Wait. You're in this closet?
yeah.
Oh,
I
your
think it
birth
might be in
certificate
there.
is just in here with like hammers and screwdrivers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hammering. Come out the womb hammering.
I told my boss the first time I get a big paycheck, I'm going to get a safe, a gun,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put it all in that safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
The birth certificate too.
No, I'll keep that with the hammers.
Um,
It's safe where it is.
HEB is a grocery store that's mostly in Texas. There's a bunch of them actually in Mexico as well. But big grocery store chain. This woman thought she could steal over $2,000 in meat in broad daylight, and one of the employees of HEB comes to stop her. I hate these fucking videos that just start playing before you ever click to play. And I want to hear the audio here. I want to hear the lady screaming at her. All right, here we go. So she's just tossing it in her car. I mean, she's got a cart. She went inside, stocked up with meat, and then just took it straight outside.
How are you going to eat all that meat?
That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat.
Do you think she just like casually walked out, or was this lady booking it to like the door?
I mean, she has someone right next to her now that's trying to stop her, so she got caught somehow. She must have been booking it or something.
Yeah.
She had to have made it obvious.
$1,000 worth of meat.
$2,000. That's a lot of meat, man.
She might have a lot of llamas.
I believe it's legal to take under $1,000 worth of stuff from stores.
Legal, you said? I think it's illegal to steal anything, right?
Well,
No,
but
I
it's
heard-
it's
I
like
heard it's-
decriminalized in some states.
In-
Probably not Texas.
Yeah,
though.
not in Texas, I don't think.
Texas, they still cut your hand off. I mean, you get caught stealing.
Get licks. My dad grew up in Texas. He talked about getting licks. in
Oh,
high
my dad
school.
too. My dad got licks in school, and then my dad's whole thing was, and it's now I know that I'm a lot like my dad because my dad goes, every time the principal would spank me, I'd go harder, harder. I want it harder, and I'm like, that's literally my sense of humor now.
Well, see, the Dalai Lama was just disciplining that boy. He was giving him licks.
Yeah, licks are when
Yeah.
you spankings. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I could tell you were on the look on your face. You're about to ask about licks.
I want licks.
Well, what's a lick? Like the llama?
With the, like, spits. You getting spits.
All right, let's watch this lady throw meat into her trunk really fast.
Oh my.
And I love that whoever's recording is like in the car next door,
Yeah.
like they figured out,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, something's happening.
Yeah. Dude, that's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of meat.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a barbecue. I got a church barbecue.
And look, I mean, if I was stealing meat, I'd start throwing it in the trunk a little faster than this. She's moving
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be moving like a cashier. You know, the guy that bags your stuff at the end and he like goes quickly. If he does a good job, I'd be doing that for the trunk. I'd be, let's go. I'm getting caught. I got to run.
Yeah.
She's kind of taking her sweet time. She's like, I could take this white bitch.
And they can't do anything like physical.
Yeah, she's just recording her with her phone, which is like, the employee of HEB is just recording her with her
Yeah.
phone. It's like,
This person is really into the carnivore diet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jordan Peterson told me to eat all meat.
She has like 4 sons and all they eat is meat. And she's like, I can't afford it anymore. I have to steal it. These kids eat $2,000 worth of meat every single week.
I've been to every HEB this side of Mexico.
That is wild. Look at these giant. I mean, what is that she just threw in there?
Ground,
I think that's ground beef.
beef.
That's ground
Huge
beef.
fucking thing of ground beef.
Yeah.
That's
Big old logs.
huge.
That's Texas size ground
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah. And it has foreskin.
Good for that meat.
Good for that meat.
Yeah.
That's the right kind of meat.
Still whole.
You know,
Mhm.
filling your trunk up with meat in Texas heat, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a
Oh,
recipe for
damn.
anything good.
It's like 120 degrees and just cooks back there.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
When she opens that trunk again, the smell that's gonna come out.
She gets home and she just goes inside. She's like, "I'm tired from stealing. I'll go get that. I'll go get that stuff out of the trunk later."
Ugh.
Jesus,
Does she get away?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, I kind of hope so now.
I'm rooting for her.
She's so far into it. I hope she gets away with it.
Come on, get the fucking-
ground beef in there.
There you go.
Oh, and she,
And she just lets the cart hit
that
the cart.
fucking pissed me off
Yeah.
right there, dude.
She's
At least put the fucking cart back.
Yeah,
No, she got to get the fuck out of there.
she has to bail, dude.
No, that's bullshit, dude. Finer.
She has to fucking bail, man.
They can let her get away with.
Why does the employee care?
Good
Is it
question.
coming out of her paycheck?
Yeah, no, she gets paid specifically in meat. That's the problem.
That's my paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
You're throwing my paycheck in your trunk.
Because grocery stores, they write tax write-offs of shit that gets stolen.
We
Probably.
actually
Some
talked
shit
about
on
this on another podcast where it's almost
Yeah.
like people. I think we did, but it's like people that work at Starbucks, and they're like so like anti-capitalism, so anti-corporation, anti-big business, and then they're like, it costs 35 cents extra for whipped cream.
Yeah.
You need to pay that. It's like you ask for whipped cream when they're handing it over to you, and they're like, you have to go back and order it for 35 cents. They just don't give it to you. So they're like so like militant on the corporate rules, but it like doesn't fucking matter to them at all,
Well, it's the difference. It's like when you get to be the hall monitor, you let it all get to your head. When you get to be the person who's making the rules, when you get to be the person who enforces them, all of a sudden you're all about the rules, right? It's kind of I feel like it's probably a tribal thing, right? It's just like, hey, if I get to make the rules, that means I'm on this tribe and I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand up.
I
for
think
it.
it's like a retard shit dick thing. It's like, oh,
absolutely.
you don't get to get a free whipped cream. Fuck you.
Yep.
Ooh, you have to do what I say because I work here. Ooh.
You
and
are-
I got mad because they didn't call me a she, them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That
Fucking Starbucks
you know what?
worker for you.
I'm 100% on your side. That is a retard shit dick.
That's my spiritual guru-ness. It's like off with the fucking Dalai Llama head and retard shit dicks need to get their shit checked. Wake the fuck up, dummy.
Definitely.
And get a fucking meat log up your asshole in the middle of Texas summertime.
At HEB. That is
Shoved up
how.
there.
That's how she could have stopped her. She could have. The lady who worked there. She could have grabbed one of those, shoved it up her ass, and she would have
That would have
stopped.
thrown her off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe for like a second or two, but she'd probably kept going and just get the fuck out of there.
See, there's a principle in chess
Yeah.
where it's like
Where you shove a
you
meat stick up
shove
your
ground-
opponent's ass.
Ground beef
where,
up someone's-
where if like you're getting attacked, like you're
Yeah.
you're facing a strong attack.
Yeah.
It's not always a good idea to just like defend like crazy.
Yeah.
You got to go on the attack too.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, if she fucking rubbed her ass on some meat,
Yeah.
like that's a good strategy. It's like completely. This person was not prepared for any sort of attacks on them.
Yeah.
But
They're not
you throw
prepared to
any-
get a
start throwing it on the ground, opening it.
Yeah.
Like, be like, all right, fuck you. Then I'm gonna open this up, and then you can't even fucking take it.
That's right.
And we'll lose the money, I guess. But at least you don't get to get all this for free.
Definitely.
Yeah, but that's the retard shit dick syndrome I'm talking about. It's like, well, it's meat. Okay, we can eat it, or we'll just waste it because I'm going to suck the dick of the corporation.
Yeah,
I'm going to
and-
defend the corporation
And because it's
I
now-
mean,
who's raping me.
That's
and
right.
paying me fucking scraps and taxing me.
That's true.
So why the fuck does she give a shit if somebody takes the meat
And-
from this fucking corporation?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
already poisoned. And
yeah, it's
fucking
been outside
infiltrated.
for this long. It's not like they can really put it back on the shelves. It's
Yeah.
just gonna end up in the trash.
well,
It's
they
like
can't really
spite.
put it back, yeah, on the shelves.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, like I
Yeah.
get what you're saying, but I'm also like, there are people that are hired for theft prevention, and that is their job.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, sure, they're working for a corporation,
Mhm.
but like their paycheck also depends on them preventing theft. It's
Their-
not like
their
it's not
lively
like,
their livelihood.
right. It's not like a
Yeah.
cashier. Like it's one thing, I guess, if you're a cashier or a barista or whatever. You're not theft prevention. You know, like
Yeah.
I get like, but also at the same time, it's not okay to steal $2,000 worth of
No.
meat from a store.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't steal
It's okay to
$2,000.
steal $1,000 though.
Yeah.
$9,999.
And
But
99
what's she
cents.
doing with that meat? Maybe she's gonna go feed a bunch of people that are hungry.
Maybe she's
How
taking
many
it.
fucking people
maybe.
starve on this planet?
Maybe she's taking it
to death.
directly to a homeless shelter and where they're going to get food.
I'm going
Yeah.
to bet that she's reselling it.
She has
Good
her
for
own
her,
grocery
yeah.
store.
Entrepreneur.
She has a
Yeah.
rival grocery store.
She works for Walmart.
I say steal all the meat you want, people. Fuck
Oh,
these
man.
corporations.
I'm on Luke's
Go
side
feed
on
the
this one.
earth. It's a fucking hoarding container. These grocery stores, all these stores, just hoarding goods from people out here starving.
I say don't let anyone take your meat. It's your meat.
I hit them with the meat. I hit them all with this meat. I hit them high. I hit them low. I hit them with the meat.
Oh boy. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna move on here. We should do our ad reads here. We do have a brief moment where we have to take a little break and talk about the sponsors that make this show possible.
And we're getting a lot of sponsors.
We all of a sudden we got all of these sponsors out of nowhere, and we're really, really excited to read about them and tell you guys about these fantastic products. This week's episode is sponsored by Dick Cheese. Look, we all use Dick Cheese. I use Dick Cheese. Lauren uses Dick Cheese.
Love Dick
Byron, you
cheese.
use Dick Cheese?
I eat it.
Byron eats
Byron-
Dick Cheese,
yeah.
and you can eat Dick Cheese.
You can eat it. It's great. Tastes
Luke,
great.
you ever use Dick Cheese at all?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know so. I know you have.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dick Cheese here, folks. It just works. We gave out Dick Cheese at our wedding.
Yeah.
Dick Cheese makes a great gift for weddings, bar mitzvahs, graduations, baby showers, retirements. I actually can't even think of an occasion where Dick Cheese wouldn't be loved and appropriate. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick Cheese is a reliable product that you will not forget using. I mean, I promise. The rest of your life, use it once, you're never going to forget it.
You always remember your first time with Dick Cheese.
And you always remember your last. And you always remember every time in between your first and last time using Dick Cheese.
Yep.
It also makes a fantastic stocking stuffer. Stuff those stockings full of Dick Cheese. Your kids will be happy around Christmas or Kwanzaa or...
There's really nothing better than waking up on a cool Christmas morning and you go over to the tree and you see underneath the tree there's just Dick Cheese and it just brings joy to your heart.
Yeah. Dick Cheese and joy to your heart, I think. And I don't want to be hateful and just talk about Christmas though. I mean, you could get Dick Cheese for Hanukkah,
Dick Cheese for Kwanzaa,
Dick
Dick Cheese
cheese-
for Ramadan.
Dick Cheese for Ramadan.
But
Oh,
yeah,
there's nothing like a
It makes
good
it great.
Ramadan Dick Cheese.
Yeah.
And Dick Cheese just works. It's a product that works as advertised, and you're going to want to use it, okay?
Yeah.
If you have any kind of problem that Dick Cheese could fix, it will fix it. Folks, it is dickcheese.com. Use promo code WorkingCrass to get 20% off your Dick Cheese today, okay? Cool. Cool. Those are our ads here. Those are our ad reads. They're all real.
Glad you guys are making some money on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's about time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time.
It
Pay your
is.
dues.
It is about fucking time that we make a little money. Anyway, I wanted to read this one because this is probably the craziest thing I've ever heard. We love to wrap our episodes up with Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole is a great subreddit where people will submit a story, something that happened to them, and they are asking the community, are they the asshole? This one is, am I the asshole for telling off my mother-in-law for insisting my daughter doesn't have a real vagina? Now, I thought this was going to go in one direction at first, and it goes in an entirely different direction. So get ready for this. Okay?
Ooh.
What do you think? Where do you think this is
Trans.
going? Yeah, exactly. That's the first. You just described my brain when I read this too. I was like, for telling my daughter she doesn't have a real vagina. Trans. That's my that's my mind.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, I heard real. I saw real, and it was like, or no, I saw daughter, and I was like trans.
You read "Am I the asshole?" and you're like trans.
Yeah.
Is it an asshole or a vagina? That's what I was thinking.
No, it's not. Is it an
has
asshole?
two
It's am I the
assholes.
asshole?
My daughter has 2 assholes. Thank you very much. She's trans neutral.
One of her assholes is a non-gina. My 4.5-year-old daughter has a stomach bug and has been having some diarrhea. My wife needed to take our son to an appointment, and I needed to work from home today, so my mother-in-law came to watch after our daughter. My daughter needed to use the bathroom, and as I was going to excuse myself from my online meeting, my mother-in-law said she had it. A bit later, my daughter came up to me and asked me to wipe her. I said to her, "Didn't Grandma help you? She knows how to wipe, but with her having diarrhea, we're helping her." That's a little weird. When you have diarrhea, we help you clean.
She's
you
like
just-
Well-
36 years old, calling her mom. Diarrhea, mommy. That is kind of gross.
That is a little. Well, you were about to say. You were about to argue against that, Lauren.
No, it's definitely a little strange. But I mean, I guess she's 4, so maybe it's like,
Diarrhea gets messy.
yeah.
It gets a little
Yeah.
messy.
Like,
We gotta
and
learn
the
how to
parents
deal with
like
messes.
want to make sure that they'd rather the kid be clean than be stinky.
I learned how to clean up my diarrhea right out of the womb.
You diarrheaed as you came out.
I diarrheaed my way out. I diarrheaed so hard it
Kid,
propelled me out.
Created some lubricant for yourself. Your
Dude.
mom's known for that dry non-veg.
No, I learned quickly to clean up after myself because it's embarrassing. Because
Yeah.
one time I sat up off the toilet when I was a kid and a little turd came out and fell on the floor. And I had to pick it up and put it back in the toilet. It was a weird thing.
Had to put
it
it
looked
back
just
into my
like
non
this.
vagina.
Wait, but how is it embarrassing? Who saw it?
Well, no one saw it because I
Okay.
cleaned it up.
I see. But you said you learned because it was embarrassing. Like somebody had
I
been like,
didn't want to
"You
be
pick up that
embarrassed.
turd."
I'm embarrassed now.
Hey, when in Rome.
I'm embarrassed now that I told you.
Yeah.
Anyway, she knows how to wipe, but her having diarrhea, we're helping her. She said yes, but Grandma wiped wrong. She said Grandma wiped in instead of out. We've taught her to wipe out instead of in.
What is like?
Not
Like front to back. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
up, not towards the vagina,
Up and
away
over.
from the vagina.
Yes.
Yes.
up and at him.
I heard in and I was like,
She's going up and at him.
Well, I wipe in. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to get it clean somehow.
yeah.
You got to get up in there.
Clean
Yeah.
it with diarrhea, Grandma. That's what Grandma was going for. Then she's like, she's trans. You people are crazy. I wish it was like back in my day when men were men and penises were penises.
I think this is going
And
to go.
llamas were llamas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
I excused myself from my meeting to help wipe my daughter correctly. That's quite a sentence. I went to find my mother-in-law in the kitchen. I asked her, hey, my daughter says you wiped in instead of out. She said, I wiped her. You think there's a better way? I told her, it's not healthy to wipe into the vagina. You need to wipe out. She said, and you have a vagina? I said, no, but I have a daughter, and I won't let her get an infection by wiping poop into her vagina. Now, when I read that sentence, I said, this is going on our podcast.
Is this a woman? No, this is a
This
man.
is a guy. This is a guy. Yeah, this
Okay.
is the dad.
Because he doesn't have a vagina.
That's
'cause He's
right.
a man.
Yeah.
That's correct. Although,
Supposedly, according to society.
yeah, I mean that's a big assumption.
Yeah.
I have a non-vagina. It's not technically a vagina, but
I said no, but I have a daughter and I won't let her get an infection by wiping poop into her vagina. She said, your daughter doesn't have a real vagina yet. There's no chance of infecting anything. I said, what? Of course she has a real vagina. She's a female. She said, girls don't have real vaginas until they're teenagers, and that there's no chance of any infection because their vagina doesn't actually develop until they're a teenager. I was ... dumbfounded, and I got angry. So what do you think about that? Is this true that you don't have a vagina until you're a teenager?
Lauren?
I'm pretty sure this is not true.
I think you can, you can still get an infection in your vagina if you have a vagina. What does that mean? It's not real until
I'm
you're a
trying to
teenager?
process what this means.
I think
I'm
she's
just
talking
like,
about she can't get pregnant, so
So
it
it's
doesn't
not-
matter if it's infected or some weird shit like that.
Oh, so like just infect it because you're not using it. So what's
Yeah.
the point? That's fucked up. That's wild. But
That's
yeah, you
really
might be right.
fucking weird.
I mean, here my opinion at the moment is like, dude, like, what's the point you going up to your mother-in-law and being like, my daughter said you wiped in instead of out.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking okay, sure. Like, I'm not saying he's wrong to like wipe her correctly,
Yeah.
but like, and I get that there's a reason why you do that, right? Like, I understand, but I'm also just like, what's the fuck? You're just. It seems like you're just trying to start a fight.
You're
to
starting
me.
a fight.
It's like you. This isn't details you need to tell your mother-in-law,
Yeah.
or you
yeah,
need
yeah.
like. It just seems like your daughter told you something. You're tattling.
Yeah.
It's just like it's fucking. It just seems so fucking stupid to me.
Well, people with their kids, though, I mean, you know, when it's your kid, it kind of change. I don't know. It changes the way you're, like, as soon as it's your kid, then it's like I gotta get it done the right way. I don't want
just
you to.
depends on how much poo poo was covered on her. Like,
I mean, look, if there's a whole shit inside of that vagina, you're not gonna talk to the mother-in-law and be like, "What the
Well,
fuck?
yeah,
You pushed
of course
a
I
whole shit
would,
in
but it's like, but
okay, well, wait. Now let's set the parameters. So a whole shit, yes. A little bit of shit, no. Where are we at? Where is the line?
I mean,
I'd say no shit in
full
the
turd?
vagina.
Full turd?
definitely not a full turd. I mean, that I would be worried for the grandma.
I want a quantity of poop. I want a quantity of poop before
Two moles.
Like a container, like a container full of poop.
Yeah. Can we talk in tablespoons?
I'm
here?
talking atoms.
Byron, I think you're saying like the way he went about it was kind of weak. He could
Sure.
just, for me, like, hey, don't wipe diarrhea into my daughter's vagina. That shit's not cool.
I don't
Grandma.
think he should say anything. That's how I feel. I'm like, just fucking fix the problem, and then like,
Or don't wipe
move
my
on.
daughter.
or yeah, or
Grandma.
just you do it from now on. Like
Yeah.
it just seems like I don't know. Like in-law situations are always so. There's a lot of tension, especially when kids are involved. Like, it just is that way. Pete, like, and I get that like it's your kid, but it's also her granddaughter. She doesn't. It's not like
She raised kids before
yeah,
too. Yeah.
It's not like she wants her daughter to be like or granddaughter to get an infection or anything.
Although her reaction kind of sounds like she's like, "Man, fuck it. If she gets an infection, I don't
Well,
give a fucking
yeah,
shit."
I mean, her reaction is kind of strange. Definitely
you
strange.
don't even have it's something weird about like you don't have a real vagina until like just like a
is weird.
non-understanding of anatomy. See, my mom once she told me my mom was very obsessed with premarital sex. You cannot have premarital sex. And the biggest reason is because she and my dad had me at a very young age. They were teenagers when they had me, and they just didn't want me to make the same mistake. But my mom would say, she's like, if you have premarital sex, the woman could change positions real fast, and then you'll break your dick. Your dick can break. And I go, what? I don't think that's true. And she goes, yeah, she'll break the bone right in there. I go, Mom, there's not a bone in the penis. And she goes, yes, there is.
And she
Why
said-
is it called a boner? And I go, Mom, you think that it's called a boner because there's a bone inside of a penis? And she did.
Yeah,
She
that's
truly thought
that's
that.
stupid, dude.
Mm. Wow.
and she said, "You don't even have a real penis yet."
And then my mom's like, hey, did you see the llama tried to get the kid to suck its tongue?
Crazy, dude.
It's just weird. It's just like a non-understanding of anatomy. I said to her, you're a woman. You raised 3 daughters. I'm married to one. You can't possibly be this stupid. She told me I'm out of line and said if I can't appreciate her helping, then she's leaving. I told her I'm perfectly weird. In fact, I'm definitely more capable than her of caring for my daughter and that she's welcome to get out. She did leave, and about 10 minutes later, my wife called me and said her mom was furious with me and that I was terrible to her and made her leave without any reason. After explaining, my wife is on my side. Am I the asshole for defending my daughter's real vagina?
Okay, do you guys kind of see where I'm coming from? Like you
Kinda.
have to. Your mother-in-law is gonna be in your life forever,
Yes.
and you're gonna make a fucking like raise a stink over something that maybe she didn't incorrectly.
Yes.
But it's like
But what's the alternative? The alternative is you hold it in. and then you resent your mother-in-law, and then that
I
builds.
don't know.
Yes, when you don't have these conversations, when you're upset at somebody, especially in this situation when it's about your own daughter, the alternative is that you hold it in, you have resentment, and then it comes out some other place. you
Well,
know?
okay, but wait. She said he said you can't possibly be this stupid.
That's too much.
That's
definitely
way too
way
far.
too much. Yes, absolutely. And it's too yeah, absolutely. You have to approach it in a much better way, I think. But I don't think you should not say anything. I think if you're upset about it, you got to say something. Or else it starts to become like oh, I didn't say anything. Fuck her for doing that, and then it sticks in your head and you start to get angrier and angrier. I think communication, like a lack of communication, is why those mother-in-law situations become so heated, or those family situations become so heated, because there's no conversation, there's no communication, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I'm like, I think that there's.
They could both be in the wrong here.
Yeah,
She
no,
could
definitely.
be wrong for having done that. He could be wrong for how he handled the situation and spoke to her maybe like too harshly.
I don't think that's any way to treat poop, to shove it up in a vagina like that. I mean, it's just poop is
Especially a little girl's vagina.
yeah.
Frequently
Poop.
asked questions. I just saw that. I don't know if that's on purpose or not.
It's because it's am I the asshole?
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, well then here we go. Is he the asshole? Is he an asshole here?
I think I can concede that him bringing it up doesn't make him an asshole. I can concede that.
But
I
the
don't
way-
know if I would, or I don't know if I would do it immediately, or I certainly want to do it the same way he did. It sounded really like he knows better.
Yeah.
And I always hate these kind of am I the assholes where it's like my mother-in-law did something, and then the parents that are like new parents are like, I know better than you.
Yeah.
It's like that is really annoying to me.
That is annoying.
But I do think he's an asshole in the way he handled, the way he talked to his mother-in-law.
I agree.
I don't think she's an asshole for making a mistake.
No, she's an idiot.
Well, she's just an idiot for thinking a vagina isn't real.
Well, yeah, that I wasn't thinking about that part. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, like, of course, the real vagina thing is strange.
But it's just a weird place to go with it.
Yeah.
Like if she had said, "Hey, I raised your wife. I raised several children.
It's like, and that's
I've
why
raised
my
women."
wife's vagina smells.
That's why when we got married, it's full of shit.
Yeah, it's your fault, you old bitch. Fucking a shit-filled vagina my whole life because of you. So that's the built-up resentment that you're talking about, Byron.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
built-up pile of shit
Yeah.
inside of a vagina.
I'm just fucking a pile of shit
Yep.
inside of this woman.
No, yeah, totally. If her response had been more like, I've raised children before. I know what I'm doing. I'm not, I'm a mother. Then I think that would make her come out of this looking a little better. It's the fact that she got defensive and said it's not a real vagina. That's the strange way. But you're totally right. Like the way he handled this is also wrong.
Well,
and you're right also that people do, like young couples who just had a kid do that a lot, is they look at older people who've been through it before, who've already raised children, and they're like, oh, I know a little bit more than you, and get very defensive about that stuff. And it is weird. Yeah.
Well, and to be fair,
Yeah.
mother-in-laws do the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the tension I'm talking about. It's
Yep.
like the mother-in-law also will do these thing where it's like it's typically not the father-in-law. It's mostly
Yeah, father-in-law's like, let's go fishing, baby.
Yeah. But it's like
father-in-law's
You want a
like,
beer?
hell no, I'm not wiping that poopy ass.
yeah, the mother-in-laws are typically like they are very judgmental about your parenting style or whatever. That happens too.
Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah.
here's my thing. This
Yeah.
is kind of where I'm coming from too. Is where I'm like a lot of new parents are very like, we got to put plugs on the outlets. We got to cover with tennis balls all these sharp edges. And I'm like, leave all that shit. Let them get infected.
Yeah, get
Like-
a little shit in that pussy.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Well,
it
then-
makes
Hey,
you stronger.
Well,
life
then-
is gonna put shit in your pussy.
Yeah.
Sometimes life puts a little shit in your
Well, it
pussy.
sounds like your solution is the girl should have wiped her own ass from the beginning.
Yes. Yes, that
I-
is my.
That's a pretty good.
That is my fucking point.
So
yes.
you think the daughter's the true asshole?
She has an asshole, a real asshole,
a
and
shitty
she-
diarrhea.
There's two
asshole.
assholes
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
because they're both
Yeah.
filled with shit.
Yeah.
Luke, what about you? Do you think this guy's the asshole?
No, I think if you didn't say anything, if you're defending the cleanliness of your daughter's vagina, I think that shows care. Maybe he could have gone about it differently, but like setting boundaries, like I don't personally want shit in my daughter's asshole. She doesn't really have control.
Wait.
wait.
Where do you want it then?
Wait, shit in your daughter's asshole? Your daughter's gonna have shit in her asshole
yeah,
at some
it's just
point.
gonna happen. Luke.
No,
That's where it
that
comes
doesn't
from.
necessarily have to be the truth.
Wait.
I don't have a daughter. I can make up. She doesn't have an asshole. She has two vaginas. Thank you very much. I meant to say vagina.
Okay.
I don't think he's an asshole.
Okay.
I think he has an asshole,
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
and they all do,
I
and
think
they're
that-
all assholes.
and they all stink.
I also
Yeah.
I also wouldn't. I probably wouldn't let. I don't think I would let my mother-in-law wipe. Like it's just different if it's a baby.
Yeah.
But I think
4-year-old.
a 4-year-old, like I think if your daughter is really like, oh, I want help, blah blah blah, then I think it should be a parent.
Yeah.
I do.
I
Because,
totally agree.
Like in this day and age, it's like it just feels a little uncomfortable. I've had to wipe adult asses
yeah.
before, and it's not very fun. Trust me.
Have you ever had to wipe an adult ass, Luke? I have not, but I think Lauren probably has.
Just my own.
Yeah. other
Wait,
than my
really?
own,
I thought you
haven't.
took care of your grandmother.
I mean, I took care of my grandmother, but I didn't have to do that. My grandmother was capable of that.
What
I
were
had
you-
to do that.
Yeah. What were you doing?
I was a camp counselor, and we had a week called Special Friends, and it was adult with developmental disabilities.
Mm.
And I got assigned, because I'm very patient,
Mhm.
I got assigned the very heavily handicapped ones.
I just imagine you getting impatient, like becoming
Yeah,
impatient
yeah.
there. Like, I have to wipe another fucking ass.
Yeah, dude. Well, I already told you the story. One of these guys swallowed a whole egg.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He would just
And I had
down
to
those
wipe it out
eggs,
of his
dude.
ass.
Yeah, dude. Well, he'd
Whoa.
plop them out. I never had to wipe the egg.
He
Just-
laid
just-
'em.
Yeah, he
He
literally
was
just
laying eggs.
just
Wow.
laying eggs, dude.
That's cool.
You could see it go down his throat.
Oh my God!
I
You had a
know.
student once that swallowed like a staple.
Yeah,
right? Or
no, a nail.
A nail.
Yeah.
It was like, Mr. Dye, I swallowed a nail.
Mr. Dell, I swallowed a nail.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude. And
God.
I was like, I don't believe you, whatever. And then like after class was like, go to the nurse, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you did and I didn't send you to the nurse, that's bad. And his mom came running in to the school. I was walking to the nurse to check on him, and I saw his mom walk in. She was like, "My son is an idiot."
Yeah.
Or no,
checks
she
out.
said, "My son is a dumbass." She yelled that as she walked into school.
Dumb
Checks
shit
out.
ass.
Yeah,
Shit in his pussy.
yeah. Well, he's
Dumb shit pussy.
he's gonna be
asshole.
shitting blood. That's what that
Oh.
kid
Yeah,
is
that
doing.
doesn't sound fun, man.
Lauren, what about
Uh-huh.
you? Do you think this guy was the asshole?
I'm torn between Luke and Byron's assessment
Got
of the
a torn asshole.
situation. Yeah, my asshole's kind of torn right now. I don't know.
Between your asshole and your non-gina.
Between my non-gina and my asshole, I just don't know which one I want to go with right now. No, I'm torn between both of those. You'll have to fight it out.
I'm curious what
Fight
the
it out.
comments say.
Yeah, I am a
Yeah.
little bit too. I think that this is one of those like yes and no things here. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of nuanced. It's like yeah, he is the asshole for like telling her she can't possibly be that stupid and like getting
Where
angry
did
and
he
like
say? I don't
R-
see where he's called her.
right here. He said, "I said to her, you're a woman. You raised 3 daughters.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
married to one. You can't possibly be this stupid."
Yeah, he shouldn't have wrote that part.
Yeah.
It makes him look like an asshole.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. When you're trying to ask people if you are the asshole.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
but if you're being honest on
that's
this
true.
subreddit, and you're really trying to find out if you are the asshole, you should be as honest as possible.
You should include all the
True.
details. Yeah. All right. So I do think overall he was voted not the asshole in this situation. And I do think it's because he titled it Insisting My Daughter Doesn't Have a Real for telling off my mother-in-law for insisting my daughter doesn't have a real vagina. But this story isn't about whether the vagina is real or not. This story is about poo-poo and a pussy. That's
Yeah.
what this story is
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Well, what's cool is that we started this show off with non-gina, and now it's like
Now we got here with a
Similar.
poop gina.
a real vagina with poop in it,
Yeah.
which I don't personally care. I don't care for vaginas with poop in them.
Me neither. What would if a vagina had to have something in it? What would you prefer? It has to have something
Cock
in
ring. So I don't have to fucking deal with it anymore.
it. What are those O-rings? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, an
It's an
O-ring, dude.
O-ring.
Ovaries. A vagina with ovaries in it.
I want a vagina with gold in it. It just like
I
kinda-
was thinking the same
Or
thing.
copper or
doubloon, a copper.
It's really conductive vagina.
I want a cracked egg.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Ew.
Like egg yolk.
Ew.
Get salmonella, perhaps.
Messy.
Slippery.
Top comment here, not the asshole. Your mother-in-law is profoundly stupid, not for not knowing how to wipe, but for not realizing that 4-year-old girls have fully formed genitals. God knows what other pearls of wisdom she has in her brain. Again, like, yeah, it's because it's hyper-focusing on the fact that she said the vagina isn't real.
Yeah.
But
That is a weird point that she seemed to be sticking to, though, in
Yeah.
the story.
yeah, it
according
is
to
weird.
This guy.
And
It's a
see-
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not a real vagina.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I kind of so a comment below this said maybe she was suffering from dementia or something. That's very possible. First off,
Very possible.
it's also possible that his mother-in-law was just really caught off guard and didn't really know what to say, and probably felt like, yeah, you're probably right. I shouldn't have wiped that way.
She's like, yeah, I did get a lot of shit in that pussy, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
I did kind of wipe a full shit into that pussy, didn't I? Shit.
Full shit puss. Not the asshole.
Let's see here. Not the asshole, obviously, but I just want to take a moment and acknowledge that your daughter did such a good job of advocating
Oh
for
my
herself in that
God.
situation. I hope you and your wife have a talk with her to reinforce that she did the right thing. Thanks for the award. We love strong girls that advocate for their bodily autonomy, and we love the parents that raise them.
Yeah,
What?
if you love bodily autonomy, that 4-year-old girl fucking wipes her own ass.
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck?
That's so fucking bullshit. That I'm
What
sorry.
What is this?
It's not strong to ask your parents to wipe your ass when you're 4.5 years old. What's strong is to wipe your own fucking diarrhea ass when you're 4.5 years old. Dumb bitch.
Yeah,
I
it's
love-
her
I love-
fault.
Yeah.
She's 4 years old. She should have that shit figured out. in
I
her
love that there's a
vagina.
4-year-old somewhere in the world that's like, Grandma wiped doo-doo in my nitchy. And then, and then and this person's response is, we love strong girls that advocate for their bodily autonomy. It's like, that's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening. She's not
Yeah.
advocating for her bodily. She has poo-poo in her pussy. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
here?
yeah.
You don't want to be the poo-poo pussy girl at school as a grandma. That's not cool.
What bodily autonomy?
That's so annoying.
Not the asshole. Urinary tract infections, bladder infections. While a tiny human is not fully developed in terms of sexual organs, that doesn't mean poop should be in there. That's just gross. Okay, at least this person got to the crux of what the issue is, and not about the whole
health.
is a vagina real or
Yeah.
not.
Part of it.
Yep.
Dude,
You
I
don't want
wipe
poop
shit
in
into
your
my
ears.
balls all the time.
How about your pee hole?
Probably.
You wouldn't want it in your pee hole.
Well,
You
I
would
mean,
prefer-
well, okay, dudes fuck assholes sometimes.
Look, I have the cleanest asshole. I don't get my shit anywhere. First, I get up on the toilet like this, okay? I take off all my clothes. I squat over, and I make sure it touches nothing else, okay? And then I let it drop in. When I hear it plop, I'm good. And then I take soap and water. I get my whole hand, and I just shove my hand inside and
Fist.
get soap and water. I'd like to prefer, it's not fisting, it's lathering, okay? I'm lathering the inside
All right.
with soap and water. I got to get it clean. And then I rinse. What's wrong with that? No soap in my, no, I'm sorry. Soap does get in my balls.
There's a lot of soap in your
I'm sorry. No, no poo-poo in my balls, no poo-poo in my pussy, and no poo-poo on my wiener hole, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, to each
It's
their
clean,
own.
efficient, and I get to perch on the top of a toilet like a little bird or
You make
gargoyle.
bird noises while you're doing it.
When I'm up there, I pretend I'm a gargoyle. I go. Anyway, this person says not the
Oh
asshole,
my.
and mother-in-law shouldn't be left in charge of any child anymore ever.
Oh my God.
with mother-in-law's stupidity, I would be afraid to eat in her house. You don't want poop pasta?
Kind of funny, but
See, since it's been boiled, it's not real poop.
well, it would be probably okay to eat
Yeah.
if it's boiled.
If it's boiled, you can clean out all the germs, right?
Yeah. No,
Luke, have you ever had a boiled turd?
Not that I'm aware of, but probably.
Probably.
Yeah, they put that shit in the food.
That's MSG.
Ugh.
That's what's in MSG.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just think like, well, I mean, mushrooms grow out of cow turds.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all eaten shit.
Anyway.
Can we do the test to
figuratively
see
and
what our
physically.
inner what is
Our
it?
inner wisdom.
Our
I think we've gone like an hour and a half here.
inner what was the
Inner
test? I
Earth.
forget the test. Inner secret something.
This?
Secret
The image
society?
you resonate most in this visual test reveals your darkest repressed impulses.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, cool. Well,
do it,
this one's
let's do
this is a long episode, folks. All right. By now we all know that some people have repressed impulses and personality traits that, if unveiled, might turn others off or lead people to believe they could be afflicted with mental illness. Take this personality test to reveal your unconscious impulses and
Yeah,
deepest
the impulse
desires.
to wipe in versus the impulse to wipe out.
Oh boy. Okay. It asked me, "Do you want to get more updates about female empowerment?" I said, "No." Which image below evokes feelings of fear in you? Once you choose an image, scroll down to see what your choice reveals about your hidden impulses. So one of these has to evoke a feeling of fear. Don't say it out loud. Everyone keep it in your head and don't say it out loud. A feeling
Just
of
of these
fear.
8.
Just of these images. And I guess which one gives you the most feeling of fear? Because some of these, there's quite a few of them that give me a little bit of fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one that popped out to me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Whew.
Okay. I think I got it too. Okay, cool.
Oh god.
Cool. So we're just gonna do the ones that we chose here. So Byron, which one did you choose?
I chose 2.
You chose 2. Cool.
Yeah.
If you chose image 2, you come across as kind and sweet and keep your impulses tightly under wraps so as not to upset anyone or make waves. A
that
mother-in-law, for
crazy? Yeah.
example. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
So far, it's working.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. What about you? Who did you choose?
I was feeling 2 as well, and maybe 8.
2 and maybe 8. So a little bit of Byron. You're a little bit Byron. You're half Byron. And
Binaurally bisexual.
if you picked image 8, you would do anything to be liked, even follow the crowd and suppress your individuality. That you weren't that afraid of 8.
No.
That doesn't describe
That
you
doesn't
at all.
work, dude.
I'll shit in my pussy right now. Bitch, fucking transphobics.
I'll shit my pussy right now.
Right in front of everybody at the church.
Lauren, what about you?
I said number 3, those eyes.
Number
just-
3.
oh, they're
Lauren, I also
terrifying.
said number 3.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
We
it was
are
something.
married.
This guy, yeah, I guess so. This guy looks like, he walks into a saloon and he's about to like cause some trouble. Like
This is
he's going to be some trouble.
when I have
Number 2 looked like he was going to molest me.
You're right. Number 2, to be honest, all of them have a little bit of weirdness and
No, number 3 is what I imagine if I ever wake up and there's somebody hovering over my bed about to kill me.
Ugh,
that's
that's
the
creepy.
eyes.
Number 3, similarly, image 3 indicates that your thoughts are intrusive and you like to dream about what you really want to do, but you prefer the stability of remaining in your comfort zone. I'd say that's pretty accurate for
For
me. What about
us.
for both of us,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, can we read number 4 too? Because I was a little bit.
You're a little
Yeah.
afraid of this
Of this
lady.
lady,
She
yeah.
is a little creepy, dude.
Yeah.
And the way
Also
she's holding her
6.
head,
Yeah, that's very strange.
she looks like she's like starting like a psychic, like
Yeah.
kind of.
She's keeping the alien that lives in her left side of her brain inside of there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what number 4. Image 4 reveals that you put forth an outgoing persona, but deep inside you struggle with making meaningful connections. You have convinced yourself that isolation is good and you need no one.
A little bit. I mean, I'm definitely I have an outgoing persona, and I can struggle making meaningful connections sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
How about 6?
What about 6? What was 6? This
I was getting a little weird.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little bit of 6 too. Image 6 reveals that you have issues with self-esteem and often doubt yourself, but you avoid doing the work to get past it, instead immersing yourself in your social life, work life, or in the problems of others. Yeah, Luke, the ones you chose just don't describe you, I don't think. But maybe I'm wrong. How do you feel?
Maybe a little bit of 6.
Maybe a little bit of 6?
And maybe a little bit of 2.
A little bit of 2?
Not 8, though.
Yeah, not 8, though. The 8 was literally like you follow the
opposite.
crowd. I'm
Yeah.
like, no way.
Yeah.
No
not
way.
Luke.
That's not going to be any of us. But 8 is I mean, this is a little scary. Let me ask this. Do any of you know like what picking any of these people actually does say about your personality, or if any of this has
They could just
any-
be making this shit up. That's kind of
Yeah.
what
I
came
think
to me,
it-
too.
I think it means we have a healthy fear of predators.
Yeah.
I think it means that we're gullible and will believe anything that somebody on your tango will write.
Are these suicide, like, not suicide, like serial killers or something?
Ooh, interesting.
They do look kind of familiar.
Sondi believed that people are turned off or attracted to people who we see as similar to us. The photos shown are of mental patients,
Oh,
and paying attention to which face repulses you was thought to reveal the commonalities between you and that patient. Interesting. The test has since been deemed erroneous for its lack of scientific validity and geneticist approach. For that reason, is not commonly used in clinical psychology.
All right.
However, it's still interesting to see how well you connect with the results of which image you choose. Well, that should have been at the top of the article.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it's been fun, but I think it's time to wrap it up. Now, before we go, we do always say what we learned today. You know, we've talked about a lot of things. I learned a lot. So let's go around the table and say what we learned. Byron, what did you learn today?
I learned that, like, that llamas are very
Luke, what
holy.
did you learn today? I'm just joking.
I
Go
also
on.
learned that llamas can talk
Yeah.
and molest children.
Interesting. Guys, those weren't llamas. You learned nothing. You learned nothing. You got dumber throughout the
No,
podcast.
Byron was talking about some firmament stuff. I don't know if it was before recording or not. I don't remember it, but I think I learned it when you said it. My subconscious picked it up.
Interesting. Lauren, what did you learn?
I learned that you don't want to get poo-poo in your nongina because it just can like be very off-putting and cause infections and
Problems with mother-in-law.
yeah. And if you want your family to stay together, then you need to keep your nongina clean.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
I learned about a really cute little waffle shop, an ice cream place called the Dalai Llama Waffle Master. They have waffles and ice cream. They have lots of locations. You can find a store near you. Where are they located at here? Look at this. Oh, all around LA, California, Florida, Nevada, New York. They're all at Texas. There's plenty. We could go visit one while we're in Texas. Look at
Wow.
that. We could go to the Dalai Llama. Wow. Any coming to Chicago? Any coming to Illinois?
Wow.
No.
No.
No. Well,
You can order.
Yeah, I guess I could
Get it shipped.
Yeah.
Get it shipped. Ice cream melts.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing that I didn't learn and I knew going into this. But I know that I chose the lowest form of joke with the Dalai Lama. And I'm a little ashamed. But I tried to
He
play the bit pretty
apologizes
hard.
at the end. The very end of the podcast is an apology for
Well,
thinking it's a real llama.
We'll cut that and move it to the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, it's like a disclaimer.
Oh man.
Well, at least you're not a giant spiritual celebrity sucking little boys' tongues.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
better.
true.
We can all be thankful for that.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Or
It could be worse than
supposedly
thinking the Dalai
requesting.
Lama is an actual llama. You
Yeah.
could fuck kids.
Yeah.
At least you're not
That's fair.
requesting tongue sucks
Yeah.
from boys.
But that will be the title of the episode.
Byron fucks little
No.
kids.
No.
This is a great joke. I think we're gonna do this every time you're on now. It's like we're gonna name this
yeah.
episode Byron and the little babies that he likes to tickle. Anyway, all right. Well, that's not what this episode is called. It's probably called something related to llamas. We're probably gonna have to find there's shit in my llama's pussy. How's that for a title for this episode?
Nongina llama.
Nongina llama.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
good.
Or poo poo in my nongina.
We'll think on
My
it.
non-llama.
We'll think on
Which
it.
is
We'll think on
technically
it.
True. Somewhere.
I'll figure it out. I'll consider, and we'll probably end up calling it Byron Fucks Kids. But anyway, thanks for watching. See y'all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.